try first gear again. I think it's just not responding fast enough for you. There you go. A little more gas. Gas. Less gas. Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting the hang of it. And we got our car lined up. Yeah, I think first gear is better. Now that you're starting to get the feel for it, you're too far behind the car in second gear. You've got the right idea, but by the time you realize that you need gas, it's too late. The engine's not responding.
Again, this is one of those things that you know to tune, compared to the sim, because I feel like kind of a little bit late, and I need to be a bit more proactive.
Yeah. So first gear may be better. But no, you're doing an awesome job. Like I said, you're dialing in that precision now. So just try to keep that focus. That is very, very tough to do. Like I said, I'm not perfect at it either, but you do way better when the hands aren't moving very much in the drift.
Yeah, well, when I feel that I caught the drift, then I can kind of. But again, steering is so light compared to the sim anyway.
And I
need to relearn.
But that's the biggest thing of why. That's another reason not to move the wheel very much. Once you're in the slide, just keep it going with the throttle. Just steer with the throttle. Yeah,
this is the thing. In the sim, it's kind of heavy. I can do a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Apply a little bit of force and it moves a little bit. When I apply it here, it's kind of too much.
To be clear,
I need to readjust a little bit.
You can control a drift with either steering or gas. So it is possible, but first off, it's less interesting to control with the wheel. But second off, it's more challenging, especially when you have less weight and all of that. So just practice doing it with the pedals.
You want to go again, or are you done?
I want to go again.
Okay, come to this line here.
Some people will sit out, so we'll just get more time. This gets hard for some people, and then also that car might be the one that's getting oil started. So extra time. Load it up. There you go. Yes. Less. Not quite that much. More finesse on the gas. It's just ease off it. Don't come all the way off. Tiny more gas. A bit less. Be aware that grip levels change as we go around the pad too, so you do have to finesse the throttle as we go. More, less. More, less. More, less. More. Nice. That's understeer. Don't stay in that. Don't stay in understeers, making it less predictable. There you go. Less. Yep. Too much understeer. Too much. Yep. Off gas. There you go. Flag is up so we can go to the other skid pad. Where you want to go. There you go. Nice. See how smooth that is when you look where you want to go? In fact, if you had gotten on more throttle, we could have held it coming out of there. We don't want to go all the way out, but yeah.
It's working, yeah.
Yeah, no, you got the right idea. It's just a matter of dialing it in. That's where I keep saying is just raise awareness, raise your reactions of getting the feel for it, because you've got exactly the right idea. Biggest thing is just staying aware of where that wheel is, because sometimes you still rush into having way too much steering and that throws you off for a while. But most of the time you're doing a lot better. When you feel that understeer, we gotta fix it. Otherwise you're doing awesome. So load it up in the corner. There you go. A little more gas. Gas. Less gas. That seems like a slippery spot there. I also see it looks like they missed a spot, so it's like grippy, too much steering.
Please say a command.
Yeah, see how that was harder to predict?
Canceling.
There you go. That was more predictable because you went from turn too much steering, understeering. See how I just kind of snapped into it and then we lost it? So yeah, load it up comfortably in the turn. Then we can come off and back up. There you go. Gas, less gas, less gas. Not quite that far off. It's a smooth finesse lift. Too much here. Yep, there's that snap. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about that understeer to oversteer. You can do it, but it's just really hard to predict. So load it up. There you go, gas, gas. Gas, less gas, less gas. Go over gas. Less gas, less gas. There you go, very nice. Less with the steering. There you go, nice. And flag is up. Awesome job. That was huge improvement. Yeah, so just keep dialing in that precision. You're doing less and less of those problems now, so it's becoming easier and easier for you. Just don't fall back. Even in the sim, I would recommend playing around with that. That yes, you can do the thing of overdo the front end. You get understeer, and then you come off gas, and then it snaps back into it. It's exciting, and it can work, but it's not as good a car control, and it's going to be harder to predict. It's also where you get into the whole throwing the wheel thing, because what you do is you go opposite lock to opposite lock, and that's really, really tough to do. You don't need to go that far. You're going from a slight turn to the left to almost opposite lock the other way, but it's not quite as far to move the wheel. Still might, professional drifters still throw the wheel, but you get more, it takes a lot of time to dial in that feel. I suggest leaving your hands on the wheel. I do it just fine with my hands on the wheel, even in the dry. So that one's up to you, but just keep dialing in the precision, keep that awareness. When you get that understeer, that's the time it goes wrong. Don't try to force it. But other than that, awesome job. Huge improvement. So
Thank you.
Awesome working with you. So, nice job.
Thank you very much.
Remember to get traction control back on, because it.
Sorry?
Remember to get traction control back on, because we recommend it for the other exercises.
Okay, yeah.